You know what happens when a city's biggest party just stops for a few years? Usually it just fades into memory. But today, we're talking about a festival that didn't just come back. It came back and completely changed the game.
So that's the big question, right? How do you take something that was kinda losing its spark, hit the pause button, and then relaunch it to absolutely shatter every record? Well, let's break down how they pulled off this incredible comeback in Oman.
And this is it. The festival was reborn as Muscat Nights. But look, this wasn't just slapping a new name on an old event. Oh no, this was a total reimagining designed to pump some serious new energy into the city.
And wow, from the moment it launched in 2025, it was clear this was more than just a return. It was a cultural phenomenon. But to really get how huge this was, you gotta understand where it came from and why the original was struggling.
See, before there was Muscat Nights, there was the Muscat Festival. And its backstory is pretty crucial to understanding this whole comeback story. It wasn't always a smash hit.
Just look at this timeline. It started out strong back in '98, but by the 2010s, things are starting to feel a little stale. Then the pandemic hits, and everything grinds to a halt. Now, that could have been the end of it, right? But instead, that forced break turned out to be the perfect opportunity for a total reinvention.
So when they decided to bring it back, this wasn't about just doing the same old thing, not at all. It was about a radical new strategy. They wanted to completely change how people experience the festival, from the ground up.
And this, right here, was the absolute game changer. Instead of making everyone cram into one or two main spots, they brought the party to the people. They spread all the events out over more than 8 different venues. This made everything so much more accessible and basically turned the entire city into one giant celebration.
Spreading out like this meant they could offer an incredible variety of experiences. I mean, you had massive carnivals for families. You had intense desert endurance races. You even had adventure zones with zip lining. And they did this amazing blend of old and new, with traditional heritage villages right alongside these spectacular drone shows. There was literally something for everyone.
So, a new name, a brand new strategy, but did it actually work? Okay, let's get to the numbers because this is where the story goes from impressive to just, wow. 1.7 million. Just let that number sink in. For a city festival, that is absolutely massive. It didn't just beat the old records, it completely obliterated them.
It was such a monumental achievement that the chairman of the Muscat municipality didn't just call it a success, he put it perfectly. He said, "It's a history, a true landmark moment."
And you know, this success wasn't just about the huge crowds. It was about community. Over 1,000 small and family-run businesses got to be a part of it. That means the festival's win was a win for the whole local economy.
The response from the public was just overwhelming. People loved it so much that the organizers had to do something pretty drastic. The demand was so insane they actually extended the whole festival by an extra week. They literally couldn't shut it down on time.
So you go from a festival on the verge of being forgotten to a record-breaking national event. The comeback of Muscat Nights is just an amazing case study in reinvention. It really proves that even old traditions can find an exciting new life. The only question now is, after a debut this spectacular, how in the world do they top it?